Flight boss, bitch. Alright, now right now I want to talk about cusp. Now with cusp, now when we talk about the cusp sign and cusp elements, we know it's tricky. So everything involved with it is tricky. So let's break it down. First, before we even talk about anything, let's talk about a cusp. Look at it as a ruler with 5 lines on it, right? 5 lines. Now, the middle line is the 0th degree, right? That's the 0th degree. So when it comes to that as an element, it's going to play out the natural blend of both signs. Now, when we talk about the 2 signs before, the 29 and the 28th degree, it's going to play out on that balance scale, but it's going to be backed by the future sign. Now, when we talk about the cusp on the 1 and 2 degree of a sign, is going to play out on that balance scale that's being backed and forced by the previous sign. And you know, the middle is the natural blend. That's why degrees is important here, because it's going to let you know what balance on the side you are, but you still ultimately do the same thing. Now, so as a cusp, to know what element you are is going to be automatically tricky. So now I want you to have a chart around you. Just think of the zodiac wheel around you, right? Now, right now we're going to break into something when I talk about synastry. Synastry amongst your planets, that's cusp, or synastry amongst you and others, other people that's on a cusp. Now, you're going to be looking at it right now, right? I don't want you to get the wrong idea, because right here I'm going to flip it for you. Because you may be a person who are a sextile with someone, and if you are a cusp and this person are a cusp, and you could it's like a conjunct cusp, like y'all land on the same degree of the sextile to each other. You may be going around thinking that's a good thing or the right thing, but you don't understand why you're going through so many problems. Like I said, if you are a cusp, it's tricky. So everything involved with it tricky. So I'm gonna give you this right here so you can understand this. A square in synastry amongst your planets, if you're relating to, if you're trying to compare your Mars to your Sun or whatever like that, and they're on cusp signs, or even when we want to talk about synastry amongst you and others, that's cusp. Then it's only for cusp, not if you 3 degrees in a sign, and not if you 27 degrees in a sign. Only 28 through 2 degrees of the sign, the 5-degree orb of a cusp. You know what I'm saying? That's the 5-degree orb. You know what I'm saying? Now, this only for them. If you are a cusp and you are a sextile with another person that's a cusp, that's actually going to play out as a square. So in cusp relationships, when this involves synastries, squares are actually positive, and squares are positives, and sextiles are negative. So this is why if you think you're a sextile with someone, you're a cusp, it's all bad. And this is why maybe if you're in a relationship and you are a square with someone, but you are a cusp, and you looking at astrology, you like, well, a square says something bad, but we're pretty good. I'm gonna break down why. Now, in astrology, cusp, right here, where this may be just my channel, but right, for the sake of right now, this makes the most sense, and right now it is truth. I'm not changing your yell. So when we talk about cusp, you have 4 elements the same way you have the regular 4 elements, because if 4 elements blended within each other, then you're going to have 4 cusp elements. So with the 4 elements, you have fire, water, air, earth. So with the cusp elements, you have lava, dust, steam, clouds. Now, before I get into why you think square is positive and all that, I want you to look at the wheel, have the wheel in your head, right? So you can get this concept. Now look, you're going to be like this. In cusp astrology, and even if it's just my channel, I'm coming out with a book, y'all, so hold on. So I apologize if there's no other science about this out on the internet, but here we go. In cusp, steam and clouds are supposed to go together, and dust and lava is supposed to go together. Now, just the same way, when we come down lower in the density, fire and air, water and earth, you can make all the metaphors around it of why. Clouds and steam. Clouds is above you, right? And they have to come down. How did they get up there? Some form of evaporation, which took some form of heat to evaporate the water, which created the steam. So the steam can rise and go up and come back down. You see the cycle of how they balanced each other out? Now look at lava and dust. Now lava and dust, now when it's a volcano, what happens? Things go into the air. The earth get melted and turn into ashes, and now ashes flowing in the air. It's hard to breathe, or whatever like that. Just that and the third. Boom. You see how they balanced each other out? Dust and air, lava. You see how they balanced each other out? Now, keep that chart in your head. Now look at this chart now. Now think about it. You are 1 degree Cancer, right? And you with somebody who's a 1 degree Virgo or a 1 degree Taurus, and you thinking that's a sextile, right? Now, but think about it. You're a cusp. So in this world, things are tricky. So instead of saying, damn, we're a sextile, we go together, it's going through problems, what's happening here, right? You're a 1 degree Cancer. What is your cusp element? Clouds, right? Now, this 1 degree Taurus or this 1 degree Virgo, what is their cusp element? Lava. See? Earth and fire. Earth and fire makes lava. Earth and air makes dust. Fire and water makes steam. Water and air makes clouds. Now, keep that chart in your head. Now look at the chart, right? That look like a sextile, don't it? It's like, okay, this is a complete sextile. Dolo, because I'm a 1 degree Cancer. This person's a 1 degree Virgo or 1 degree Taurus. It's a complete sextile, right? But what happens when it's a complete sextile on the cusp? What happens with the elements? You a cloud, and that person is a lava. And what happens with cusp synastry? That don't mix. What happens when you try to mix a cloud with lava? A volcano. It erupts the cloud. Rain on people. Rain, radiation, rain, bad stuff on other people. You have to go in the house. You don't want to receive and breathe in that air and get rain thrown with all that shit. Fire. It might rain fireballs or something like that. It's all bad, right? Let's go to another thing you think is a sextile, but if you a cusp. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you a 1 degree Aquarius, right? So that's what? Capricorn, Aquarius, right? So what is that? That's dust, right? That's dust. So say you with a 1 degree Aries, right? You thinking that's a sextile, right? But what is that? That's water, and that's Pisces and Aries cusp. What is that? Steam. So what happens here? You running around thinking it's a sextile and it's all falling down. What happens? Because you got dust and steam. What happens with steam? The steam going in the air. Steam kind of accumulates. What happens when a house is dusty or something like that? A house smell bad or something like that? You boil some onions. You boil water, right? That steam going in there and evaporating that smell, right? See, steam going to clear out that little bit of dust so you can breathe a little better. See, it runs it away. That's all bad, right? That's bad. All bad. A dusty room needs some type of form of H2O in there. So you see how it don't mix? It don't mix. But you thinking it's a sextile. But you a cusp. So like I said, in cusp synastry, whether you're relating to planets or people, sextiles are negative. So we're gonna call sextiles square sextiles, and we're gonna call the squares square sextiles. No, we're gonna call the squares sextile squares, because here's the loop. Squares are positive, and you're gonna say, why is that? Look on that chart wheel. Find a square. You're a 1 degree Libra, right? What's your square? 1 degree Capricorn, right? So you're running around thinking like, oh, whoa, that's a square. I shouldn't be with this person. But you a cusp. You a 29. You a 28 degree or 29 degree Virgo or a 1 degree Libra and this person is a 1 degree Capricorn or 0 degree Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? So you running around like, well, this is a square, a direct square. I don't know, Dolo. But look at the elements. Look at the elements. What's the cap cusp right there? That's lava. Cap Sag, that's lava. What's the square? What was that square cusp? What I said with that? What 1 degree Libra, 29 degree? What's that? What's that? That's air and earth. What's that? Dust. That's dust. So you running around thinking that's a square. I shouldn't be with this person, but that's a cusp. And you running around, oh, I do get along with this person, but we a square. But you all cusp. See, so square cusp are positive. You know what I'm saying? Because that's lava and dust. So the dust person is able to throw ideas into the air, send something out the air. You know what I'm saying? And the lava person is able to shape it. Shape the cement, do some creative type of shaping. What lava do? Burn and shape the earth, right? because it melted that and recreated it how it was gonna create it. That's creativity, taking its time to perfect creativity. So they add up. That's a blend. That helped each other out. Look at the steam and the steam and the clouds. The steam cusp, right? They got layers to them. They see things. They see visions. You know what I'm saying? And they not quite a shape. They not quite in this realm of reality, because when you look at steam, what it look like? You know what I'm saying? It look like that. It's like it's dancing. It's not quite in this reality. So it got layers to it. So it's not quite in this reality. So it got visions to see things. It got creativity. But you can see the clouds. You see the clouds moving. And clouds got all kind of shapes. Be flying sweet. So boom. The cloud person can help bring in the can help realize the visualization and bring it into an existence of the steam person. The steam person visions. The cloud person can help that person see it. Because when the steam go out, now you can the steam go up and evaporate. You can see the clouds now. You can see the creativity. You can see the shapes, and so you can see the mind. You can see the emotions and the feelings and the communication, right? And the steam just had the passion and the vision, and the emotional and the feelings behind it. The water and the heat, the fire, and the cloud person had the communication and the expression behind it, the feeling, the thought. See what I'm saying? But you thinking you with a cusp. I mean, you thinking you with a square. But if you're a motherfucking cusp, that's positive. I could do this video for days. See what I'm saying? Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. Goddamn.